Hey guys, welcome back to Not CCLP4. As you can see, I solved this level off screen, and just to save you the trouble of actually watching me redo this, not really blind, but you know what I mean. Did it to make it easier for you. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my solution. Now, as you guys can clearly know already, what I was doing already was the right way to do it, and I don't know if there's more ways to solve this level. I don't know, but it was actually a lot of fun to figure out. I'm not gonna lie. Specifically, the force floor room, especially. And the force floor room, I know wouldn't work in Link, so this is going to be an MS only solution. But yeah, you guys will see it here in a couple of minutes. And actually, no, the ice room is the most fun to figure out. I initially started thinking this ice room wasn't possible, but it actually is, and it's honestly a really clever setup. I have to admit that. This stuff, you already know how this works and all that, so. But I used ramming in this room. I only rammed one block, so there's clearly a Link solution that I'm not aware of, or it's only solvable in MS. There are some levels in this set that clearly are only solvable in MS. So yeah, you'll see how I'll pull that off here in a little while. This part right here is really mean because you have to push that middle block down. If you push any other ones, you can't use both of them. So I guess that you can kind of trivialize that, but I didn't think you needed both of them to start with. I thought you just needed the one. But you need to fill in that one in the corner, which is honestly kind of dumb. But a dumb level in a dumb set, I think it gets an A for dumbness. So I learned that there's the trap button in the bottom right corner, and you'll see it here right now. But that trap in the bottom corner is actually connected to a glider on the very top right of the level. That also, it instantly presses another trap button which connects to the glider to destroy the bomb in the room below. So, and that's what that trap button is there for as well. But that button, I don't think that button can be pressed. Yeah, right there. That's the setup I'm talking about. So the rest of this level is pretty simple. It's just a matter of setting up these rooms for the fireballs to go through. These are the two chips you need to leave behind for the fireball. That's what the unreadable hint says. By unreadable, I mean there's a hint, but there's not a hint tile in the level, so you can't actually see the hint in the game while you're playing it. So now we just wait for this fireball. And yeah, this part's actually kind of cool too. You have to follow it with this block. You have to leave the block right there. You push it any farther, you're going to screw up the level. So right here, when that fireball hits that trap button, it's going to release that glider right there, as you just saw. Now, this part I almost messed up on, but thankfully I got it because I panicked, sort of. But this ice room is honestly the best part of this level. It's really legit. You have to work with the fireball bouncing back and forth with these ice tiles. And this is honestly a concept I've never seen done before, and I don't think you can really pull a concept like this off by itself. And then you just get the fireball like that. Kind of risked it by going ahead of the fireball, but didn't mess me up. Now it's just simply waiting for the fireball to come back. And yeah, you just need to put a block on that fire spot and it will go up and hit the toggle button. And that would be Flame Runner. That took about a little over 5 minutes to figure out, or to solve, but it took a long time to figure out. I'm very satisfied with it. Now we're on Remixed Nuts, which is appropriately titled, or appropriately level 125. I really need to learn how to talk. This is basically that one section in Mixed Nuts extended. But this is all the level is. So it's just nothing but tedium, really, and pointless fireballs on top of exits, which is always nice. So yeah, Flame Runner was a very satisfying level to solve. Design-wise, I mean, again, I can't really complain much about the design. This set is meant to be bad. So really criticizing bad levels when the whole gist of the set is to be intentionally bad really doesn't make much sense. But in comparison to some other levels I played with that same concept, it's honestly not that bad. And yeah, I know I do need to fill in that water tile. But anyway, it wasn't that bad of a level. The construction of it was very off. There are definitely some sections in that level that I really didn't like the trap button connections. The lack of a hint tile especially is kind of unfortunate, but that might just be a designer mistake. I don't know. Other than that, Flame Runner was fun to solve. I would really like it if someone made a concept with the ice section with that fireball. I'd really like to see a level with that utilizes that concept and only that concept. I don't think there's a single level out there that solely has that as a level idea. It actually makes me want to use it, but I'm not going to make one new level in CC1. Because once I build one more new CC1 level, Josh Shell 7 will be a thing. And I don't know if I really want it to be a thing. It could be. You never know. Unfortunately, I do have to fill in probably all these water tiles. So I believe this is a TCC LP level. I'm not exactly 100% sure on that. But anyway, since I'm just playing a solely block pushing level, we can talk about some things. And by things, I don't know what to talk about. It's currently it's still Sunday, so this is a back-to-back recording. Though there was maybe 30 minutes in between because I was still figuring out how to solve Flame Runner. But I'm very happy I solved it. I guess I can talk about other things. Since I'm going to be going back to school and everything, I'm not exactly certain if I'm going to continue making videos or not. I would like to, but I don't really think there's really a need for me to do so anymore. I mean, I came back to finish CCLP 1. That was my biggest thing. And then Ultimate Chip 5 was released, or re-released, and I felt an urge to LP it. Mostly because there, aside from James' incomplete Ultimate Chip LP, and the fact that Jeffrey himself LP'd his own set. No one's really LP'd one of Jeffrey's sets, and I kind of did that just for that reason, also because I wanted to play Ultimate Chip 5 for myself, but it was fun LPing Ultimate Chip 5. I honestly wouldn't mind LPing another one of his Ultimate Chip sets, like 3 or 4. Knowing Jeffrey, he'd probably want me to play 4, since that is his favorite one, or the one he likes the most of the 5 Ultimate Chips he's made. And there's definitely some good levels in that set, I'm not gonna lie. But as far as LPing another set by the same creator, I know JB did it with me, but I didn't expect him to do that. I know a long time ago when I first started Josh L5, Trevor was actually going to LP Josh L5, but it was pretty obvious he wasn't going to, because he's actually been extremely inactive since he went to college and everything, which is fine. That's totally understandable. But I kind of already knew he wasn't going to stick to it, or I kind of already knew he wasn't going to do it, and if he did start it, it wasn't going to be complete. So in a way, I am kind of happy JB took over, or not took over, but did it himself. Because JB is the kind of person that, especially with custom sets, he usually respects a lot of design tactics and everything. And the fact he did 4 and 5 really helped my design career a lot. More so when he LP'd 4 than 5, because Joshua 4 is a very difficult set. It's almost beyond. Well, no, that's exaggerating. It's kind of on par with CCLP 3. Not quite, but it's pretty close. A lot of CCLP 3 inspiration was in Josh L4, and I think that was JB's biggest complaint with that set. But it was only 80 levels long, so at least I didn't make it 149 extremely difficult levels. And I don't really like making over complex levels anyway. I mean, I think there's only 2 exceptions to this, and one of them is my infamous Bacon Cave level, which for some reason it was in Josh L4, but I removed it in place of another level I made to replace it. But then I went ahead and placed it in Josh L5, which is supposed to be easier than 4. But it's honestly my hardest level, I think. The other hardest level I've made is Frozen Labyrinth Remixed, and that's in Josh L4. And I remember when JB was on it for about almost 2 hours, because I remember one of the videos he was recording for that level, it was over an hour long, and I don't think he even solved it. Now that was a very hard video for me to watch. Not just because it was long, but because of all the ranting, all the rage. Well, I think he even raged on it. But yeah, Frozen Labyrinth Remix is a very difficult level. It's pretty close to Bacon Cave, but I still consider Bacon Cave to be my toughest level because, well, it's very unclear on what needs to be done with that level, so to say. But anyway, so since I'm going to be going to school soon, I'm probably not going to be recording anything after this series. I do want to try to finish this up, it honestly isn't that big of a priority, since it's not for anyone in particular like Ultimate Chip 5 was. Or any custom set I would have done. The reason why I am doing not CCL4 to start with, and I said it, I know I've said this many times when I first started this, but I'm just going to constantly remind everyone, because there are some people that still don't get why I'm doing this. Like, I'm putting myself through bad levels on purpose. And who does that? Well, clearly I do. But I don't know. I just thought it would be interesting for it to be LP'd, whether it be by me or Chipster or someone. I knew no one else was going to do it. So I figured, okay, well, I'll do it. I don't mind putting myself through bad levels. My patience level is extremely high with this set, and that's not exaggerating. It is pretty ridiculously high. But, you know, when you're playing a bad set like this, and you know it's bad, you can only rant and complain so much. And I know I haven't done the best I could with that. Okay, I need to skip, I think, the second to last water tile I need to skip. But yeah, I mean, everyone rages, everyone rants about levels. I mean, the levels in the set do get irritating after a lot of time, and I think the only reason why I even get frustrated with myself on some of these levels in the first place is because I am recording. And I feel like I have to solve a level within a certain amount of time, or else the video is going to become a lot longer than it needs to be. I'm just making sure. I don't want to redo this level. So that's honestly the biggest reason why I get frustrated with myself when I do record, or when I do play some levels in this set, it is because I am recording. And I'm pressurized by the time I'm recording. Or not the time I'm recording, but the how long the video could be. Because I don't want to upload a 15-minute video and only 2 or 3 levels are solved. I mean, that's honestly ridiculous progress. No offense to anyone that's done that. But it is. I mean, of course, me being me, I would sit through an hour-long video on one level or two, because that's just the kind of person I am. But I know no one else would really have the attention span to do something like that. I mean, I can only expect so much out of people. Another reason why I'm even doing this is because this is probably the most unexpected thing any one person could do, is to play a game or a part of a game with all the bad stuff in it, or the tedious stuff in it. And this level in particular, it's not bad. It's just tedious. It's the same thing like 20 times. Is it fun? Not at all. Do I want to replay it? Definitely not. But it's just block pushing. I mean, not much to it. And honestly, solo block pushing levels is the easiest time to really talk about stuff. There's not a lot of mazes in this set, so, which is unfortunate. But it's kind of hard to make a bad maze level. I mean, I'm sure there are some bad maze levels out there. I haven't seen them. And if I have, I don't consider them to be bad. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Okay. That's all the chips. Now it's just a simple walk to the exit. So that level took about 15 minutes to solve. That's not bad. Walkescape.
Bummer.
Okay, so I have some funny stuff about this level I need to talk about, and I can't resist talking about this. This is a Josh L5 level, and this is how it was in Josh L5. It was
Bummer.
originally required to collect every chip. In Josh L5, however, I nerfed it to where 12 of the 22 are required. Now, there are fire boots in this level, and it does make this level significantly easier because that's an extra safe spot you have. But the level itself is still dumb. You don't need the fire boots, but they could help later on. You could argue that chip requires luck to get, but if you go up and get it at the same time the walker comes down here and go back, you can't die. I mean, levels like this, you kind of have to use some logic with it. I mean, I know it's random based and everything, but still. But anyway, I included this level, and instead of having only 12 chips required, I made them all required. But I did make it untimed. Now, when JB was LP in Josh L5, that was dumb. He raged on this level, and I remember him stating in the CCBBC to reject this level.
Bummer.
Like, he specifically stated, reject the level. It's not a good level. Like, he didn't sugarcoat it, which was fine. But I was extremely against rejecting a level just because one person didn't like it. I mean, maybe it was just because only one person at the time said something. I don't know. But I was against rejecting it. I didn't want to because I wanted to have a confined walker dodging level. And I didn't want to reject it. That was the gist of it. So yeah, you can't really die by doing that. I mean, you have to time it, basically. That's honestly a section I really like in this level. So instead of rejecting it, I just nerfed it to where only just slightly over half the chips are required. I mean, fire boots were in the original. I could have been an ass and not put fire boots in this level at all. In fact, that was a possibility. There's one section in this level in particular that I do regret making. And it's this part down here. This does require luck to get. Yeah. So I will admit to that being a bad part of the level. Everything else, though, I mean, there's some bad sections. I tried to be as lenient as I could. At least I didn't put a chip in that room. That would have been obnoxious of me. Okay, it's right there. And I'm not going to go through that. And really, getting all the chips wasn't that much of a chore. It's actually very simple. So yeah, that only took about 5 minutes to solve, with all the chips required. I mean, yeah, I got lucky with that one part, but whatever. Alright, Superstar. So this level is a Josh L2 level. It's actually one of the later ones. Not the most proud of it. It's basically a campaign level of some sorts. Okay, I was not paying attention to that. Yeah, this is basically just a campaign level. There's really nothing to it. I want to say there's a Zelgon's Lair section in this. I don't remember exactly though. Oh yeah, I get Skate after this, right? Sorry. I try not to. That's the first time I've ever sneezed on a video. Yeah, my allergies kick in at the most random times that they just so happen to happen or occur at this time of night. So this section, it's a little mean with the force floors, but I mean, you get more than enough time to react to that. I mean, you can clearly see you can step off right away. Nice invisible wall section. I know there's a way you can bypass it. I'm actually going to try to take a shortcut. Okay, so I have flippers. This is just a Steam type section. And you get both boots early on. Really nothing to it. So you get 10... You have 10 keys you can collect. Okay, it's not that mean. You can see how many you need. You only need 7. You get more than 7, you are screwed. And I was the kind of person back then where I wanted to put chips in every available... Huh? Did I count wrong?
Bummer.
I counted wrong. Didn't I? I don't know why I followed it. I didn't need... Oh wait, yeah, I need to get the yellow key. This beginning part is honestly not that good. But honestly, this level's not that bad. It's honestly kind of fun. To some degree. I mean, after this part especially, it does get better. But yeah, as you can see with the amount of chips in this level, I really wanted to put as many chips as I could in this level. Were they necessary? No. Did I care? No. And I could take some shortcuts. I don't need to take the long way around. Okay, I must have counted wrong up there.
Bummer.
Oh, I thought you took that path. Oh my god. Nice. That's great. So here's the good news with this video. I'm gonna finally solve more than three levels. So that's gonna be great. And you wanna know why I know that? Because the next level is in fact Vermin. And that level is extremely easy. Well, to get the bolt on. Yeah. I want to say you can cross-check in this level. I think you can cross-check on any section, honestly. Or any level that involves pushing a block on ice, that has ice corners, I'm pretty sure you can always cross-check a block if you follow directly behind it. Like, I don't know. Cross-checking is a really weird thing. I don't think slide delay affects it. Or has anything to do with it. Or actually, I know it has something to do with it, but I mean, like, if there's no slide delay in general. I don't know. I don't know my CC. Okay. So I must have counted wrong. Yep, there's 8. Not 7. There's 8. I need to learn to count. And I don't know why I included 2 of them. I mean, it's pretty clear you can't bring another one after that, so that was kind of stupid of me. And here's a Sokoban that wasn't adapted, thus being extremely easy. Yeah, there's nothing to this. Yeah, this Sokoban is extremely easy. Okay. There are 13 red keys, and you do need all of them. A generous hint, because you didn't need all the red keys before, now you do. This is basically a Sapphire Cavern / the Gold Mine section, because at the time, it was titled the Gold Mine, and had all the yellow keys and everything. And this is basically the end of the level. So no matter what, you need to use 2 for this one. 1 for that. Okay, 2 for that. I should have 2 more keys. Yep, just enough. Alright, that is Superstar. Vermin.
Bummer.
Let's see if I can get the bolt on this one again.
Bummer.
I think it's 7 moves.
Bummer.
I don't remember. Yeah, I can't remember bold
Bummer.
solutions.
Bummer. Bummer. Bummer.
Okay, it's something like that.
Bummer. Bummer.
I think it's that. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Bummer.
5. No, 4.
Bummer.
No, 3?
Bummer.
I don't remember.
Bummer.
Okay, let's try moving right. Yep. Okay. That's it. Alright, so that's going to be... Why did I start the level? That's going to be it for this video, guys. That's 4 levels done, which I've been wanting to have more than 3 done in a video for a long time now. It's been way too long since there's been 4 levels solved. Technically speaking, Vermin is... I've solved... That's like the 3rd or 4th time I've solved Vermin. And I still didn't remember how to get the bold right away. It took a minute, but nothing too hard. So next time, we're going to take on Interpretive Dance Academy, which is a level that has a very special reference to it. So until then, I will see you guys later. My throat hurts. I'm going to probably go to sleep.